Howdy everyone, this is Mobot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 33. We're standing here right in the house that we've been working kind of around the area in the last two episodes, and it's time to be putting somewhat of a basement on here. If we come out on the outside, you'll be able to see that we have a big creeper! No. We have a big gaping hole right here. Go away. Ah! Vermin executed. But anyway, here we have a hole, because I dug out some area underneath here. I did mention that we were going to be cleaning up this area a little bit, getting rid of this big gray blotch that we had here, and now we do have room to actually put something in here. This is right below the house, by the way, as well as right across from the farms, and that is pretty crucial because it is going to be some more animal farms. Instead of in here having like the big ones that like we have out here, they are going to be some smaller micro farms that are going to be pretty much auto, probably more semi-auto than anything, but I think I'm doing a pig farm and a cow farm so I can get all the pork, the beef, and the leather. The leather especially, that'll be pretty nice for having tons of books, because we have the librarians in there, so that'll be very good for trading. Here comes a minecart. Oop, goodbye. So anyway, I think that's probably going to go both of those on this side. I was thinking maybe sheep for their wool. However, just breeding up a ton out there is plenty enough for doing an actual wool farm. I do have a micro sheep farm that I've designed for wool, but I don't think we're actually going to be putting it in here. I think I'm just going to leave that out for now, because I do kind of prefer this as far as looks go and everything, and that kind of takes up some awkward space that I don't really want to have taken up here. So anyway, those two will be on the wall here, and I think on the other side, we're going to have a little minecart that goes off and takes all the drops right back in, so we'll have yet another rail going. This one will probably be an underground rail. I don't really want it tearing right through all of the wheat fields here, unless it, ooh, almost fell off there. Unless it goes all the way to the back through, and then you wouldn't really be able to see it anyway. So we're just going to have it shoot right underground all the way in, and then take up yet another slot on the inside of the train station. Also along the back here, we do have a chute that can go up, and I did test this right around here. If we put a piston here and a slime block here, then we'll just have stairs or something, and then we sit on there and we hit the button. It'll launch us straight up, right back up into here. I was scared I was going to miss that for a second, so we'll just be able to use that. We won't have to worry about a ladder or anything, or stairs. None of the sorts, and we'll be able to use just a little bit of redstone, although it is really simple. So anyway, that could be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and get this all done up a little bit. Probably just one wall, though. Probably just where the farms are. There's super simple farms, and I'll link both tutorials down in the description. But the front of this is also going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be glass going across so that you'll be able to look right in from the outside, and you'll be able to look right out from the inside. Alright, so here we have pretty much the whole first farm done, and this one's going to be for the cows. So I think this has to be slightly different than what we're going to do for the pigs, because their size is just a little bit differently. As far as I know, that might actually not be true. We might just end up building the same farm again right over here, and I do have to be very careful because there is lava in here, and that's not going to bode well if there's any wood like that. So that's far enough away, I hope. But I'm going to avoid using wood mostly in here. I might use it up here, because that again should be far enough away. But as for anywhere back here, I played it safe, and I just went with diorite in the back, and I did the same thing that I've been doing, actually it was a little while ago now, but inside the train station, we kind of had some random smooth diorite mixed up with all the regular stuff, and I think it looks pretty cool. You can't really tell because it's got the glass in front of it, but it does add just a little bit. You can see it poking out on the side there and in the back, but overall this was a really simple design to build. Once again, that link will be down in the description, and that'll be for both of them if they do end up being different. But generally how it works is cows in here, which I do still need to get. Hit this button here, get water, they start bobbing up and down. We're going to come up here and then start breeding them, and as they pop up, they'll catch the wheat. And then they come back down here, turn off the water, they'll all just kind of settle, and we hit this button. Piston's going to extend and pull all the babies over to here, so when they grow up, they're going to hit that lava, they're going to burn, and all their cooked stuff is going to come into here. So this is very slightly modified from the original tutorial. There were some half slabs and stuff that I didn't necessarily have to have. Same for stairs, just put glass there instead. It was really just about having the block there. And then also just kind of switch this up around the bottom just a little bit better, just to make it kind of fit so that it's all good there. But overall, pretty much the same farm. Change where the buttons were as well, but again, it's the same farm. Link will be in the description. That half slab, I'm not sure if that has to be there or not. Possibly? I honestly really don't know, because I don't know if maybe they can like swim up and hit that. We don't want that because their drops are going to get burnt if they go too high. It's there. It might not be necessary, but it's just a half slab, so it's really not much of a burden. Also dotted in some polished andesite. It's been a while really since I've used that. I did kind of use it up here, but I've been using it in a very different way. I was kind of, actually I'll top up there, because up here, I was using it just kind of like along the sides like that. I wasn't really like using it how I used to use it. And I've used it in the train station the same way that I'm using it down here. And that's just kind of like to section off a little bit. So you see here, we've kind of got this ring going around here. There'll be another ring going around here. There'll be two distinct different kind of sections like that. And that'll be pretty cool to start bringing back. And now I'm stuck. So yeah, something I haven't used in a while. But I kind of like that use of polished andesite the best. Up there, yeah, it sort of works, but it's all tiled and stuff. That right there, distinctly a different part. Okay, so it definitely is a different farm, and here we have it. It works almost the same though for the pigs here. I did bump it down one just because of how tall it is. However, we hit this button here, we get 2 blocks of water, so the pigs start bouncing up and down. So I'm gonna hop up here. Oh, that's better. So I'll be burning them right there. Go ahead and turn that off. They come down here. They stay a little bit higher because of the fence right there. There's also a fence under that piston. And again, this tutorial, the link will be down in the description. Hit that button there. Piston, same thing as over here. And then the pigs are going to sit over here until they grow up. They're going to suffocate in that block. And then their drops are going to come right down into here. So I did change that over here as well. I had lava here before. Now it's just a solid block to suffocate them because this happened. Oh, it was just too close to the wood structure above it. Oh, it's really unfortunate. It won't be too hard to replace though, really, because this is the same thing as right here. So it's really just copying this right back over there. It's a little bit of wood, but I can't imagine it'll take too long, especially since I've already built it once. I know exactly how it's going to go again. I do actually have to get more flower pots now, though. But, yeah, anyway, that's unfortunate, but at least I caught it now, and I didn't let the whole thing burn down. I was walking over, and, yeah, I saw the fire, and I panicked. Luckily, I had a water bucket in my hand, so that really did help. But this rest of the room is looking pretty ugly right now. We do need to get in the tracks to start bringing the stuff over. And then we've got some other stuff to do, and still the elevator to do. But I should probably fix the rest of the building first, so that I actually have something to launch into. Okay, so minor changes here. You can see now the floor and the ceiling are both in, and both of them are right now very plain. We only have the half slabs right now, the stone half slabs, and these are on the top half of this block, because if we go any higher, where the actual stone and everything was, if we do that, we're actually going to be in the bottom of the house. We really don't want that. Let's hop up here. And yeah, you can see those right there. So these blocks are going to be covered over when I fix this mess. But if we went higher, then we'd be right in there, and it would be the same thing over on the other side where the bed is. So we definitely do not want that. That would definitely be an issue. So we're just going to be down a half, and because we did that, I was planning originally on having glass right here, and then just having this kind of out one more block. However, we are definitely going to want to be covering the side of that half slab, so we just pulled it in one block, and here it goes all the way around. Just a combination of the chiseled stone right there, and then the andesite, this polished stuff. And let's see, let's get back in here like this. So if we hop back over here, this does go all the way down to, no, don't interrupt. Oh, no. Okay, well, anyway, that goes all the way down, and then we just have this little patch right here. I was thinking of doing something with this, and I could do maybe something with the stone half slabs. It wouldn't be super visible, so it might not be horribly worth it, but it could still look fairly decent if we go all the way across like this, and then just bring these right across here. And I do actually want to get back in here. How does that look? Is that decent? Yeah, maybe that's okay. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. It's really not that big of a deal, but the floor right now, just oak wood, and I do have a few torches dotted about on it. When we actually get this side in here, when we have the track going, I am going to start adding some jack-o'-lanterns in here, but the actual pattern for how I put them in here is going to depend on how much room this takes up. This might be pulled out as well. This little stone brick ring going around, this might be pulled out further if we do have the track right here. I might also just recess it in the wall. I don't know what's behind there or any of that, so it's whatever works best. That might have to change. I really don't know. But then we also just have a little bit of an archway right here, and that's right where the elevator is going to go, or just kind of the slime block launcher. So that'll just kind of create that separate little, almost like an elevator shaft. So we'll have something on both of these sides here. We might have to actually bring it out one more block, because we definitely do want to be covering that. And I'm not sure why it's not on that side. That's a little odd, actually. Oh, you know what? It's one higher because we have to have glass on top of this. We don't have to have anything on top of this. If we go up there, you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, that's going to be way off. No. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we'll use the new door that's kind of here. Is there a hole? There's probably a hole around the back here. That works. So, anyway, yeah, that's right there. We come over on the other side here. We've got the glass with it under it. So, right where this glass is actually where that is. So, that's the only reason. Maybe we could just change it here and not have to worry about that. I'm going to figure that out in just a little bit. And now I need to actually worry about getting back down. There we go. Okay, so not a whole lot actually changed here, and the house is still kind of burnt down. Let's hop down there, though. I did do just a little bit. I didn't actually have a whole lot of time in between clips here, because I did actually record a clip with Jamestev, and he is going to have that video out hopefully around the time that this one comes out, so you'll be able to see both ends of it, but that will be at the end of the episode. Hello. Back. Oh, wait, no, that should have gone. Oh, well, anyway, inside here, then we have the back walls up with diorite. The same thing that we did back here. That's probably what we'll do on this wall, too, just to kind of keep that symmetry going around, just kind of keeping that same thing going. And then up the elevator shaft, or what will be the elevator shaft, here we did the exact same thing. And again, with the polished diorite, just kind of dotted around like that. And then I'm thinking, because we're using a lot of white on the walls around here, white stained glass might not look too bad up in front here. So it might be too bright from the outside. Not entirely sure. I'm going to have to check that one out. I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. Otherwise, we're just going to go with the regular glass, and I think panes probably will look the best, just to have that kind of little bit of a ledge and add a little bit of depth to this, because this is still looking pretty flat. We might want to add like cracks or something down here, just to kind of mix it up a little bit, because it's still just a lot of just plain stone brick. And then anyway, if we go in here, I did change this. I added a second layer of stone bricks here, because now over here, we do have the minecart track. It doesn't go all the way through yet. Just kind of stops right there. And oh, I meant to fill that in. That better. Okay, so anyway, then we have that little step down. There might be fences. I'm not entirely sure. This room's definitely not set in stone. But then here we have the loading dock. That's why it's so low, by the way, is so that we can just have the chest on that first layer there. And the same loader that we use in, well, everywhere else. So dotted a few jack-o'-lanterns in as well. It lines right up with this and goes right down. So nothing too fancy there. Again, still don't have the animals in. I'm probably just going to worry about that in between episodes, because I really should be getting this episode out soon. And I know getting the animals in there is going to be quite a pain and is probably going to take quite a while. So that's going to have to be in between episodes. I got to breed up. I just thought about that. It's going to take a while to breed these guys as well. Oh, I don't have a lot of cows. I should probably start doing that right now. But anyway, now I'm just going to finish off this room. It's really just this wall and then this window here. Okay, so I think white totally works here. I think it really does kind of bring in that color, and then it kind of shades out the rest of the room too. It is looking pretty bland right now. I'll admit that there's not a whole lot going on the inside there. You can't really see much from the outside. Most of really what you can see is when you can actually come on the inside. So if we drop down here, I'm gonna have to change this, by the way, because I do have the slime block launcher in, but it launches you one block low. So if I run up like this, it'll go up. And we're right there, so I'm going to have to drop this down and just do a little staircase, kind of like I do, well, that's gone, on this side here. And I did, by the way, bring that jack-o'-lantern up to make the walls possible. That was how we did that. And then the same thing over here. We got a big white area, and I do have an idea for that. So let me know if you have any other ideas. But I'm thinking maybe just a tunnel out to the cactus farm, because there's no other way to actually get out there. You really don't have to, but we have the room to do it, so we might as well. But if you do have something better, do let me know down below, because I'd love to hear it. But anyway, the rest of the room, I think, kind of comes together pretty well. This was actually really simple, by the way. Let's look at the redstone for this. Now, if we come down here, so these two plates right here activate the redstone here. Comes up, hits this repeater, dust, another repeater, so it's got a total of 8 ticks right there. And then it powers that block, which powers the dust, and powers that piston, and that piston pushes both of those slime blocks out. So let's hop back up here. And let's just chuck those right back in. So that is the room done. Like I said, I met up with Jamestev just a little bit ago. I'm going to go ahead and show that clip. I forgot that it has to be the side for now. So I'm going to go ahead and show that clip. This is the last you hear of me, the real-time me. So anyway, hope you all have enjoyed. Go and subscribe for more. But anyway, here's James.
All right, we're here. Ma, where are you at, buddy?
Over here. Hello.
There you are.
How's it going?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are
you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent. Base is looking awesome. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, though. So,
thank you.
But the reason I'm here, sir, is I got a little proposition for you.
Do tell.
As you may or may not have known, I've opened up a bookstore over at Spawn.
I did.
I'm selling mending.
Yeah.
I'm selling mending books,
Mm-hmm.
but you have something around here that might put a cramp on that.
Maybe.
So I was wondering if you'd be willing to part with this gentleman here.
Yeah, we could probably work on a trade.
All righty, sir. What do you think you might be looking for?
We could go villager for villager.
Okay, what kind of village are you looking for?
I could really do with either a toolsmith or an armorer. I've got the one down here, but that's just swords and axes. I could really probably use any piece of armor or a pickaxe.
I have an armorer who sells a diamond chest plate.
That totally works.
All right. And I have an armor smith who sells a diamond axe.
Okay.
So I'd be willing to give you both of them for said gentleman, and possibly as a down payment on any future mending guys you may have.
All right. Totally sounds
you think
good.
All right. I will totally set up payment and or transportation of both guys
All right.
here and your guy away, if that's
Yeah.
fair with you.
Yep, totally. Take them whenever you want.
I will do, sir, and thank you so much for your trade. I appreciate
No
it.
problem at all.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.